Okay, this is our final segment of our videos, our skincare class videos, to each section to take you all the way through the Mary Kay party. And what I'm going to cover with this one is your one-on-one consultation. When you're at the very end of the party, then everybody's sitting around the table and you've discussed with the hostess in advance, shall we meet without everybody? Should I meet with them one-on-one here? Or would you prefer that I go in the other room? Do you want to serve your refreshments here at the table? So you cover that with her in advance, and wherever you've decided with her that you're going to be doing your individual consultations or meet with them one-on-one, then you're going to want to get your supplies to that area in advance so that you're ready to go when you get there. And the supplies that you'll need at that appointment area, the meeting area, would be your closing bag that we talked about in a previous video. The closing bag is basically your Mary Kay briefcase, and it's going to have your calendar, your set sheets in that, sales tickets, money bag with some change, and also your hostess sheets, the coaching, the $100 shopping spree. So have that all available in your closing bag, your one-on-one bag. And then, so then at the very end, when everybody is all done, let's say we're just going to meet at the table here. I will take a minute to clean up the table because a messy table just creates chaos in my brain, and I need it to be just a little bit more clean and Spartan so that they're not distracted with a lot of other things to look at. I want the things that I want to have in front of them would be this travel roll-up bag. I want to have that laid out right in front of them there, and then I want them to come back to meet with me one-on-one with the papers that they've already started to fill out, and of course their skincare or customer profile. So then you meet with a person, they're going to come sit at the table with you. If there are different heights, if the chairs don't all match, if there's one that's a little higher or lower, I want to encourage you to always sit in the lower chair, because if you are kind of towering over the person like that, it's a little bit intimidating. And so you want to maybe sit a little bit lower because then they're a little bit more confident and comfortable with you in your presence. You never want to come off to them as an authority figure. You want to be soft and kind in your approach with them. So you meet with them, and however they are, kind of match their body language and their voice tones. If there's somebody who's very boisterous and very excited and they talk really fast, then you can do that as well. But if they're a little bit softer speech style, pattern of style, or if they are a little quieter, they speak a little slower, just slow down your pattern of speech, because then they're going to feel a lot more comfortable with you. And that's the important thing. Your clients need to be comfortable with you. They need to trust you. So you meet with them, and the very first step, this is called a 4-point individual close. You can look that up online at the Mary Kay website. But these are the things that I always do. Step one is to just check with her, and you're going to kind of set the tone. You're going to ask a couple opener questions. So the opener questions are just things like, did you have a fun time today? Do you love the way your skin feels? Really? Oh, that's awesome. Great. I'm so excited you like it. And what did you learn today that was new or different about skincare? I always ask about skincare. I don't just say, what'd you learn that was new? Because they'll always tell me, oh, I learned how to put my mascara on. Well, I really want to keep the conversation focused and directed towards our skincare line, because that's what I really ultimately want them to take home. Because when you have a skincare client, you have 80% customer retention. You'll keep 80% of those clients, and that is the highest in the industry. Our products are the best, and people know that. So, did you have fun? Do you love the way your skin feels? What did you learn that was new or different about skincare? And so we just chat a little bit, and then I'm going to say, okay, well, what are you thinking? What are you thinking of for yourself? Is there any reason why we can't build a bag for you? So I just ask that question, and then you shush and answer their questions. If you say, well, do you want to buy anything? That's a yes no question, and they may say no. I don't want to ask that question because I don't want them to say no. I want to say, is there any reason why we can't build a bag for you? Because if they say yes, that means they want to build a bag. If they say no, that means no, there's no reason why we can't build a bag. Or I'll say, what are you thinking of for yourself? What sets are you interested in taking home? And almost everybody will say set 1 and 2. They'll say, well, I for sure want set 1 and 2, and then then we kind of custom design it from there. And so you go ahead and write up the sale, and I'll just give you a quick money management tip when you're writing up your ticket. If you give away some items, as like up here on this 4-set special, if she gets the bag for free and the satin lips for free, you're going to be giving her $48 retail value in products for free. When you purchase your products from Mary Kay, you're paying tax to Mary Kay on the retail value of those products. So then when you sell the product to the client and when you're giving her the free products, you want to total all the retail value product up first, figure the sales tax, and then you take the $48 discount off of the total after the tax is figured. We pay the tax on the full amount, so then we charge that full amount back to the client as well. So you figure it all out and you write up the sale and complete the sale first. Complete the sales ticket. I don't necessarily go get the products and bring them to her, but I'm going to get the total figured out and she's either going to give me a check or her credit card or whatever. And then I take that and I set it off to the side. The next thing that you cover, so far we've covered just helping her feel more comfortable. Second thing is then you're going to sell the product. Number 3, you're going to book parties. And number 4, you'll follow up about that company information. So then booking a party, there's 2 ways to book. I'm going to give you the first one I'll show to you is called the second facial booking approach. And then I'm going to tell you the correct booking approach. Either one of them, they're both effective, but the correct booking approach can only be used on a couple of people. You can't use that with everybody at the party. So the second facial booking approach is, we talked about initially about the $100 shopping spree that they can earn. So I've already mentioned that a couple of times throughout the party. And at this point, then I'm going to say to her, okay, so when we do your follow-up appointment, is there any reason why you wouldn't want to share it with a couple friends and get your $100 shopping spree? I think it'd be a blast. When's the best time for you, weeknights or weekends? So I'm going to ask her, is there any reason why you wouldn't want to share it with some friends? It'd be fun. What's best for you, this time or this time? So you don't stop talking until you give her 2 choices. And it's just very conversational. It does not come off cliche at all. They're comfortable hearing that information. They're expecting you to ask, when are we going to do your follow-up appointment? Because you've talked about the follow-up appointment all the way through the party. So every time you give them a new product, you want to say, now, if this isn't working for you, we're going to change that for you at your follow-up appointment. Or if it's too moisturizing, too dry, whatever, we'll switch that for you at your follow-up. We'll do more advanced color at your follow-up. You've mentioned it over and over and over throughout the party. So at this point, the second facial booking approach is when we do your second facial or second makeover, or when we do your wow look, is what I actually usually say now since I'm using the wow look term. When we do your wow look, is there any reason why you wouldn't want to share it with some friends and get your $100 shopping spree? I think it'd be fun. What's best for you, weeknights or weekends? Now, the correct booking approach is just a slight bit different. The end of it's the same, but there's an extra very special sentence in the beginning. And this is what that sounds like. And you say, Diane, at every party I do, I always choose a couple people who I'd most like to have as my future hostesses. And today, you were so much fun. You were my #1 choice. Is there any reason why when we do your wow look, you wouldn't want to share it with a couple of friends? I know we'd have a great time. What's best for you, weeknights or weekends? That one is truly from the heart, and it works every single time. When I was a new consultant, I went about 6 months really struggling to get bookings for my parties, and I was not getting them. And every time I would call and talk to Jan, really I was whining, truth be told. So don't, I used to be a whiner, not anymore. But I would call and complain, and it's not working, I can't get bookings. And she would very kindly, lovingly, the woman is a saint, she would say to me every single time, have you tried the correct booking approach? And finally, after she said it so many times, I was so tired of hearing her say it, I finally said, fine, I'll try it. Well, it works. So I keep using it. Why wouldn't you use something that works? It's the same booking script that Mary Kay started with 48 years ago. Why not keep using it? This is one time when we don't need to reinvent the wheel. So you get your follow-up appointment scheduled. You've got the date and time. What's best for you, weeknights or weekends? She picks a weeknight. Okay, then I'm going to look at my book and I'm going to look at the times that I have selected that I can do parties, and I'm going to say, okay, Tuesday or Thursday, and she's going to pick a date and we finalize the time, and then I'll say, okay, let me show you how this $100 shopping spree works then, and I'm going to pull this sheet out. This is also available on my Pink Unit website. So I pull this out and I'll say, okay, there are 4 things to do here, and when you do all 4 of them, you get $100 in Mary Kay products. So first one is have 4 or more adult women there. And so the key here, all of these things happen when you can get that first one. If you can focus on that, pretty much all these other things are going to happen. So in order for you to have 4 or more, now don't freak out, but I want to encourage you to invite 15 to 20, because when you invite that, about half of those women will say they're coming and about half of them actually will. So have 4 or more, you get 25 for that. Give me the guest list and phone numbers 4 days or more before the party, and then hold it on the original date. You get 25 for that. The really important thing there is to let me know in advance how many to expect, and then to hold it on the original date. The third one is to have 250 or more in purchases, and of course outside orders count. So take a brochure today. So if there's anything that your guests or people that your friends or family, if they can't come, then they can do outside orders. And then 2 or more bookings, and also outside bookings are going to count. So if somebody can't come but they'd really like to participate, let me know. We can schedule them, and then you're going to get credit for that booking as well. So you do all 4, you get your $100 shopping spree. So that's very simple. And then you take just a quick minute and fill out the information at the bottom of the sheet. Make sure she's got your business card so that she's got a way to get in touch with you. Okay? So, and then I'll say to her at that point, do you have any questions about your party? It's really important that you answer all of her questions. And then lastly, the fourth thing that you cover in the one-on-one consultation is, so what did you think about the company information that I shared with you earlier? Is it something that you could ever see yourself doing? Now, 9 out of 10 women at this point are going to say, no, I could never do that. One might say, maybe. But even if they say, no, I could never do that, then you could, at that point, if there's somebody that you think is really sharp and you really would love to share more information with, then you can just say, well, here, this is for you. And you can hand her a brochure with some information on it from the company. We've got some really nice brochures that give you a really great kind of an overview of what the company has to offer from a career perspective. And she's going to say, well, what is it? And then I'll say, well, it's just a little company information, and I know it's probably not for you. But then again, it may be, who knows. So what I'd love to do is just give that to you, and I would love to get your honest opinion and feedback about what Mary Kay has to offer. Would you be willing to just kind of look it over and maybe meet me for a quick cup of coffee? And so I'm just going to give that to her, and then we'll figure out a time to get together. If it is within a couple of days of the Mary Kay meeting, if it's like within 1 to 2 days before our next upcoming meeting, then I'm actually going to say, I would love to have you come with me and be my face model Monday night. It would be great because it'd give me an opportunity to have somebody amazing there to show off our products that we're going to be showing that day. And it'd give you an opportunity to hear a little bit more from a different perspective about what Mary Kay has to offer. And of course, I'll have a very nice thank you gift for you. Is there any reason why you couldn't come with me? So there you go, ladies. Those are the steps of your one-on-one consultation. After every party, when you've gone through all of this, please give me a quick call, because I am your #1 cheerleader. I'm here for you. I want to go through the steps with you. I want to know how did you do in your appointment, and not just how much did you sell or bookings or do you have team members, but how did you feel about it? Are you feeling confident? Are there areas that you're not sure of yet? Are there some things that we should work together to tweak so that you're feeling the utmost confidence every single time you have a product presentation? That's what I'm here for. I am your business coach and your mentor to help you have the level of success that I've had in the business and beyond. I would love so much if you just blow right by me and be the #1 consultant in our future national area. I love you all, and I hope you have a fabulous week. Bye-bye.